Welcome to the first session of a series of leadership videos sponsored by the Oklahoma Conference Board of Laity. My name is Chuck Stewart. I'm your conference lay leader, and I'll be your host for this session. This session will focus on the lay leader building relationships. I'll be using a handout, Lay Leaders, What You Need to Know. You will need to download this handout from the conference website. I will not be covering every detail in this handout, but it will serve as a guide that I will follow. The first thing I want to say to you is, congratulations on being elected by your church to be the lay leader. You are so important to the life of your church. You have been called and have committed your unique passions, gifts, and abilities to a position of leadership in your church. As a leader, you'll be looked to as a resource and example for all laity who serves in your congregation's leadership. You're in a position to influence how well your congregation achieves its purpose to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Your role as lay leader is defined in the 2012 Book of Discipline, paragraph 251. This job definition includes participation as a member of several important church committees and ministry teams. Let's begin on page 2 of your handout. First and foremost, the life of a church lay leader should demonstrate an intentional, measurable effort to grow as a disciple of Jesus Christ. You should participate regularly in Bible study, prayer, and other means of grace. A lay leader should practice spiritual disciplines as outlined by the membership requirements of a local United Methodist church. Prayer. Pray regularly and faithfully for your church and its mission, its members, its pastors, its programs, and your part in leadership. Presence. Be present for worship and Sunday school every Sunday when possible. Gifts. Time, talent, and wealth. Service. Service in at least one ministry in your local church. Witness. Share your faith in Jesus Christ in words and actions to persons who have not heard the gospel message. Let's move to section B now. Section B, partnering with your pastor. A, support your pastor. B, pray for and with your pastor regularly. C, meet with him or her regularly, at least monthly. And D, provide public support and private insight for your pastor. Mission and purpose. Your mission statement. Work with your pastor to make sure that your congregation has an active, God-given, Christ-centered mission statement for your congregation in this time and this place that is being used to guide the activities and ministries. This alignment is critical, helping to guide decisions on what ideas to pursue and what unfruitful ministries to stop doing. Remember the Great Commission that Jesus gave and the stated mission of the United Methodist Church to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Strategic planning. Work with your pastor to assure that it occurs and that measurable goals or strategies are developed and reviewed monthly. Remind others in lay leadership of the mission at every opportunity to keep them focused upon the mission of the church. Again, coordinate with your pastor to assure a consistent message regarding the mission and strategic focus for the church. Let's skip ahead now to section D. Now remember, just because I skip over some areas doesn't mean that they are of less importance. What it really means is that there's only so much film in this camera, and Nyla has told me to keep moving. Section D, advocacy. The lay leader serves as the primary advocate for and representative of the laity in the congregation. As an extension of the congregation in the community, the lay leader also will need to be aware of the reputation of the church has in the community and work either to enhance it or improve it. The lay leader is also an advocate for the needs of the community, to inspire the congregation to care for those beyond the walls and windows of the church. Section E, building awareness. You build awareness of the role of laity within the congregation by the example shown by your leadership. The lay leader encourages others to use their gifts and to participate in leading the mission and ministry of the congregation. Recognize the steady ministry of groups and individuals who live out their faith in service by regularly volunteering in schools and the community. Encourage church members to use their skills such as carpentry, plumbing, teaching, tax preparation, nursing, and so on to help each other or other persons in the community and throughout the world. Encourage church members to discover and use their spiritual gifts to strengthen the church. Let's move to section G now. As it says in the handout, you will be busy. The lay leader is automatically a member of the charge conference, church council, finance committee, nominations and leadership development committee, staff pastor parish relations committee, and you should seek out opportunities to relate to other groups in the church: United Methodist Women, United Methodist Men, youth groups, young adults, older adults, and the Sunday school classes. The lay leader represents and advocates for the laity in a specific way in each of these places. Don't let this overwhelm you. Think of this as an opportunity to build relationships and be a resource to help the leaders of these areas to be the most effective they can be. Because of your role in the church, you have a unique perspective. I call this the balcony view. This can be a valuable resource that you have. Utilize this opportunity to recognize the unique gifts and strengths that people have. A person who understands his or her gifts of the Spirit will better enable ministry to be achieved for the glory of God. To know one's strengths is a gift in itself, but to recognize the gifts of others to enable people to partner in ministry might be a greater gift that can lead to more effective ministry. Helping people discover their passion for ministry will be one of the most rewarding things you will do. Let's move along to section L now. Living your strengths. Living your strengths is the most effective tool that I know of to help you and others have a better understanding of your strengths. The process begins by you purchasing the book Living Your Strengths. Follow the instructions in the book. A question we all ask ourselves: who am I? You are unique. Only 1 in 33 million people will have the top 5 signature themes in the order that you do. In a world that has 7.125 billion people, that equals out to be 215 people. This is a remarkable resource Oklahoma Conference Board of Laity is using. Living Your Strengths. Once you have read the book and taken the assessment, and you want to dig deeper and really understand how to put your strengths to work for you and God, send me an email and we will schedule a session with your church. The last thing I want to cover with you is the Lay Leader Reference Calendar on page 11. This area is really just a resource to give you some ideas, a few reminders, and a heads up about the things that could be helpful to you and others in your church. This wraps up this session on lay leaders. The Board of Laity is committed to helping you become the leader that your church has called you to be, and God has created you to be. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.